Hey y'all, welcome to my Christmas card class. I am live on YouTube on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. at 10 a.m. Central, by the way. So if you're joining me afterwards, I hope you enjoy the replay. I encourage you to stop and start the video and make your own cards. There we go, we're on. I'm trying to buy some time here to make sure that I was actually going live. So this is exciting for me. It's the first time I have done a class on YouTube, much less live, but I had so many of my stamping friends wanting me to teach a class, but they don't do Facebook. So I'm offering this class on the YouTube platform today, and then I'm also gonna offer it at noon today Central on my Facebook page, so my business Facebook page. So I just want to say hello to a few of you. Hi Diana, hi Ann, hi Sharon, hi Judy, hi Katie from Tucson, Arizona. Okay guys, you know it's live, I'm at home, my dog wants to go outside. So you guys start chatting, let me know you're here, and let me go put her outside. I'm so sorry. I plan for everything. I have my laptop plugged in, I have my iPad plugged in, I have my phone plugged in. I didn't put the dog outside. Okay. All right, there are some, yeah, hello Stella. Little stinker, I tell you. Hi Lorena. Hi Karen. Wow, I'm excited. We have about 80 people watching right now. I am super excited. I am going to flip the camera around, and the whole idea, you know, everybody stamps at a different pace. The whole idea is that I will be stamping, I will be watching the chat. Oh, by the way, speaking of chat, you have to be logged into your YouTube account before you can talk to me and ask me any questions, okay? So the whole idea is to hopefully give you time, but if you get behind, don't worry, okay? All you have to do is try to stay with us as best you can. This is a new thing, remember, we're trying something new. So just stay with me as best you can, and then go back and watch the video, stop and start it, and finish your cards. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Susan. Yes, she says, congratulations on my new grandbaby. Grandbaby number 10 was born on Tuesday. And because of the pandemic, I can't be around him. However, I did go over last night and sit on the patio and read him his first book. Mimi always gives grandbabies their first bath. I can't do that. So I was the first one to read him a book. I think I ordered like 10, and I'm gonna order some more. So thank you guys. We are so excited to have another precious angel. Well, hello from Germany. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Judith. From England. Wow. The baby is doing great. Of course, keeping mama up at night. And you know, this 2-week window that I can't see him for a while is when mama needs her mama. And so I'm trying to text her as best I can and trying to remember back in the days when I had newborns. But yeah, so okay guys, we have got quite a few joining. Everybody's saying good morning, good morning. Okay. I know, Loretta, his name, Baylor Mark. So they named him after my husband. And out of all of our kids, this daughter is the first one that did that. So we were very, very happy. So, all right, let's flip the camera around and get started. Okay. So if you currently already don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live in the United States, I know I have some ladies over across the pond, I guess they say, but you can request from me either catalog if you don't have them, if you already don't have a demonstrator. I do send these for free in the description box, and I'm not sure, let's see if you can see that now. Yeah, so if you click the show more button, there is ways to go to my blog and request a catalog. I do need your complete mailing address. So you'll just fill out the form and tell me which one you need, and I will get those in the mail to you. So about 3 weeks ago, I showed a video with these cards, and they're simple little cards. I got such great reviews and so many good comments. People make a lot of Christmas cards, so let's make them simple. But on today's video, I'm gonna step it up just a little bit. We're gonna bring in some embossing, and I am going to show you the new foam sheets from Stampin' Up, and we're going to run them through our die cutting machine. How about that? So I am using the Peace and Joy bundle. Whoops. And I'm telling you, I have fallen in love with this, and I keep thinking, why do I love it so much? Because I love the big, bold words. I absolutely love it. And these simple little cards, like I said, we're gonna step them up today. So here is our first one. Can you see how tall the joy is, the copper? It's because of this. Yes, ma'am. All right. Get my supplies. Now, let me go back over. I lost my little chat thing. Oh, Maria is from New Zealand. Awesome. This is so exciting to be stamping with friends all over the world. I'm so excited. All right. So one thing I do want to tell you, you know, we're going to be making 3 cards today, right? So in my list of supplies, I told you to have 3 of everything ready. That wasn't quite right. If you cut everything the way I said on the measurements, no worries. You're going to have enough to make some more Christmas cards, okay? Which you're going to need anyway. So anyway, I apologize about that. I fixed it this morning when I realized it, but you probably have already cut because I've been advertising this for quite a while. All right, so I am using my Very Vanilla piece that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and that's what I'm going to be using to mat or to add my little strips of designer series paper. And these measure 1 inch by 3 inches. I'm going to add them now with some liquid glue. And let's get my silicone mat because I might get a little messy. Do y'all have this silicone mat? I'm telling you, it has protected my work surface like no other. Let's see, let's start with this one. And I love the fact when you use the liquid glue. Now I'm about, about 1/8 of an inch from that side, but you can move it around, straighten it up, just love it. So everybody add your strips if you haven't already. If you are not stamping with me today and you want to go back and make these cards, this video will stay up, so you can always go back and watch it. And I decided, since I'd already made the video with the other cards, I wanted to teach you a few different things today, so I'm going to. There we go. How are y'all doing? Okay. Diane says she loves her silicone mat. She has 3. So do I. Because I'll get to working on things and I'm like, oh, I need to clean that one off, but I'll just grab another one. I mean, I wish they came big. I don't know, I'd probably make a mess if they did, but okay. So we're going to set that aside. And now we're going to add our, actually I don't need to set it aside. We need to add this layer to our knot of navy that is, or whatever your colored cardstock is. I don't know. Are y'all using Bratley Gleaming? Are y'all using, tell me which designer series paper you chose for your class today. So this measures 3.5 by 4.5. And then, so we're gonna add this layer to this. Just gonna use our liquid glue. Liquid glue is really great, especially like for beginner stampers, because you have some wiggle room. I call it kind of goof proof. Now we're going to add this layer, these two layers, to our card base again with liquid glue. Diane says, I like to protect my mat with a piece of copy paper. The mat is a must have, plus the silicone mat. There you go, Diane. I agree. I agree. Okay, so how are y'all doing? Are you at this spot yet with your cards? I love Bradley Gleeman, and I was thrilled that they brought it back. But if you've heard me on any of my videos, I'm really sad they didn't bring back my copper embossing powder. So we're gonna make the best of it by using as much copper foil as I can. All right, so let me go grab my die cutting machine. And I don't know who told me, gosh, I wish I should have written it down. I did a video where I showed the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and I was having trouble. It was wiggling around because my table that I'm at, I figured it out. My table is a little bit higher, so I wasn't able to like really get in there. So she suggested a shelf liner, and I had just moved into my new house, so I had some scraps. So I went and got it, and it is perfect for this area. Now on my other table where I actually use it, it's lower, so I didn't have that problem with it wiggling around. Mary, I am using Very Vanilla because I felt like it went with the vanilla in the Designer Series paper. And again, you could use Very Vanilla or Whisper White. Okay. I see y'all are answering each other's questions. I'm so glad because I'm trying to stay on task, but I also want to chat with you. All right, so this little puppy is now available. I love it. It is absolutely adorable. You know, when you get it, it comes closed up. And it's so compact. It does not take up much room. And now that I've learned this little trick, I'm more excited. Plus the plates are numbered. The platform is number 1 that you always need. And then if you're using dies, which I am today, I need to use number 2. So I do have a question. Are y'all stamping along with me, or are you just watching? Let me know in the chat, because I need to know if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow. So the trick I want to teach you is my next card. I decided instead of using cinnamon cider that I wanted to use copper. And then I want to cut out some of that copper for this card that I'm working on now. Okay, Paula is stamping with me. Katie is stamping. Susan is stamping. Okay, all right, I just wanted to know. And then I've got some of you that are watching. That's okay. All right, so this copper layer is, like I said, it's gonna be for this second card, and it is 4.5 by 3.5. That is a lot of copper to waste. I know y'all are thinking that, so we're not gonna waste any. We're going to put this into our die machine, and then I have a piece of Whisper White that I'm going to place over it once I put my die on, so that I don't mar up my copper sheet. So let me get my dies. Okay, so some of you are just watching. You're going to stamp later. Okay. That's great. Diane's just, I'm in for this chat this time. Thanks for all your help and your hints in my videos. Love them. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put Joy here. I know I'm kind of jumping around, but I'm sure y'all are keeping up with me, especially if you're just watching. I don't know if I can get, sure I can. I was like, I had this idea, but I didn't try it beforehand. So I've got my Joy and my Bright that I'm going to be cutting out of this layer of copper so that I don't waste all of that. Great paper saving tip. So now I'm going to place my Whisper White over top. My cutting plates that came with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss are numbered, number 3, and they're not as marred, but give them time. They'll be yucky. Place this over here. And there's that silly Stella dog trying to get back in the house. Where is that husband of mine? Oh goodness, she's about 14 years old and she's just a mess. Okay. All right. So look how pretty it embossed my paper. I keep looking at that. It's almost like it's just really super shiny. I'm like, what can I do with this? I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Okay. Let's pop all this out. Watching now. Okay. So what do y'all think about this concept? Like I said, it's something I've never done before. I am going to start doing my mystery stamping live. Now that one, you can't just watch. You have to play along with mystery stamping. I've been doing it for months now, ever since the world changed. And I've had so many of the people that are on my newsletter say that they don't do Facebook, which is why I'm doing this today. And, oh, we still need this. Okay, so look, I saved all that paper. We're going to set that aside. And I just thought I was done with my die cutting machine. Bring it back in. Okay. Because now I want to cut my foam sheet. Did y'all know you could do that? Put that over there. Oh, that little dog. She's in big trouble with me. You can actually cut, and you may have to run it through several times. But we're just going to put this here. And then going to run it through. Oops. And because it's so thick, I'm going to do it several times just to make sure it cuts all the way through. Let's check it. Yep, we did good. So Juanita says, no, Paula says, interesting that you can cut the foam sheet. There you go. See, I taught y'all something new. My parents paid, oh, y'all are just chatting about your electric machines. When I was doing card classes, I had to buy an electric one too because it was hard. It was hard for me to cut all those card kits and get everything. Let's see, we want this, we're going to take this side off first. Oh, it is 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh my gosh. All right, so very carefully, now I'm going to add this onto here. There we go. Pretty cool, huh? Love it. Okay. Let's bring our piece back in. And I have some scraps. I told y'all to have some scraps. I want to stamp my joy. I can go ahead and put this on now, just so I don't lose it. I know, the foam sheets really pop that up. Can you see that? Okay, so let's look at the difference. Where is, okay, when I did it with dimensionals, you can sort of see it pop up, but not like this. This really gives it depth. Love it. Okay, so we have our Very Vanilla, and we need our, when you're using photopolymer stamps, you really need some extra cushion. So I have my paper piercing mat. So I'm just going to, am I doing the right one? Hold on, that looks too perfect. I need a scrap. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, there we go. Love the boldness of this stamp. Okay, so I don't see anybody telling me to slow down, so I think you guys are all doing good. Bringing it back into the die cutting machine. And we need our die. I'll be glad when I get my magnetic sheet because I love having that, and because I'm stamping live and I don't want to mess up, I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape, and we're just going to hold that baby in place. Who's ordered this little machine yet? Ah, I just love it. Okay. I'm going to, okay. Stamp Maven says, great job as always, Sharon. I'll finish catching the replay later. Okay. Samantha, what doesn't give thickness? What are you questioning? Are you talking about the foam sheets? Okay. All right, so I love to add glue using my sponge. What I have also learned is that you don't want excess glue on your foil sheets. It is super hard to get it off. It's just, I don't know, I do use that undo stuff sometimes to get it off, but you just don't want, you want to avoid any glue squishing out. There we go. I've got that part done. So now we need our scrap again. The foam sheet from a previous question. Okay, so let's see what it says. Foam adhesive sheets. It does not say the thickness. Well, let's just get a ruler. Let's see if we can measure it. Looks like 1/8 of an inch. What's the difference in the dimensionals? The dimensionals are like 1/16 of an inch. So there is a difference. You see, can you see the difference? This is thicker. I don't know if it's as thick as our foam strips though. Thank you, Lisa. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so we need our ink pad again. And we need our stamp. So I have Joy. Nope, that's on Earth to the world. Yep. Oh goodness, that's the other dog. I'll be right back. Quiet. Okay. Maybe I will figure out what to do with my animals on the next live. Okay, so I have stamped it, and oh, I was going to use the punch. I wasn't going to use snips for this one. I'm using the classic label punch. And did you know that once you put your paper in the punch and you kind of hold it, it stays there for you? Do you like it? Do you want to scoot it over? I love these punches. There we go. So I did pop that up as well, and I just cut a piece of the foam strip, and then that way, oh yeah, I would not use the foam strip, the foam sheets with punches. Oh, it would gum up your punches. You do not want that because it's adhesive. They're very sticky. All right, so I've just added mine. You could add yours straight to the card with glue. There we go. Joy to the world. Super pretty. All right, let's move on to the next card. So we're going to do this one now. We have already cut out our the base. We have already cut from, what we need from the center of that. And I need to poke this out using my Take Your Pick tool. Love this thing. So if you have not already cut yours, if you're stamping along with me, you will want to cut your brat out of your cardstock or whatever else you chose to use. All right, so again, we have our card base. Our card base is, I told y'all, 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. And then same measurements. I have my copper was 3.5 by 4.5, and then my designer series paper is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Look how perfect that is. Look how much copper I saved. Love it. All right, so we're going to add some adhesive. I'm so glad you love that card, Beth. Thank you. It really is the paper and the copper. I mean, last year when we came out with this paper and the copper, I just went nuts. I have so many videos that I did with that. Now, okay, now look what I did. I should have put my silicone mat. Oh my gosh, look at me. All right. Good grief. Oh, that was funny. We got to have a laugh in this deal, huh? Oh gosh. All right, let's do this again. And now I'm going to add this to my card front. Just like that. Okay, so far so good. And now we need our die cutting machine again. We are just showcasing this little puppy all morning, aren't we? I'm going to just move that out of the way. I don't want to get anything in that. And so now I have some scraps of Night of Navy. Keeping it real. Yes, ma'am, Geraldine. Just keeping it real. You know, I was so anxious about doing this live on YouTube, and I don't know why. I do videos on YouTube. I do lives on Facebook. What is the difference? Why was I so, anxious? I don't know. Okay, so now I want to get my dies that say bright. Not that one. Okay, where are you? There you are. Yeah, this one. And I'm going to just put it on my Night of Navy scrap and then add my plate. Beth says, comforting to know that our professionals can make mistakes too. Oh, Beth, honey, if you would only in my studio all day long. And you know, you're right, Beverly, we all learn from others' mistakes. I call myself the queen of boo-boo sometimes, because sometimes when I'm doing something, I will make a mistake and then I go, oh, should I edit that out of the video? And then I decide, nope, I'm gonna teach them with my mistake. Okay, now when the first time I ran that through, I was like, it didn't cut out the B, and it's not supposed to. I love this set of dies. Did I show y'all? Let me see. Let me show you this. So when you layer all of them, all three of them, this is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? Just love it. No stamping on that one, but I just love it. Okay, let's get our silicone mat because we don't want to make that mistake again. So now I have my copper bright, and I'm gonna get some glue. Pamela, love your laugh. You have a tune when you laugh. I do? I have a tune? Oh, that's cute. Thank you. Make my biggest flubs when I use dark inks or red. Oh, red? Absolutely. I get red on me all the time, and I'm like, I just picked up the stamp pad. How did I already get red on me? But I don't know. There's just something about that red. You're right. Real red or cherry cobbler. All right, so I'm just adding my liquid glue. Best way to add something so thin and delicate. Oh, I can't get my head in the camera. I'm sorry. You may see my hair, but I did fix it. So, oh boy. Guess what I just realized? In my excitement, I have lost the dot to my eye. Oh, wonder where that went. Oh, I found it. It is so tiny. Can you see it? Right there. Right there. Tiny, tiny. All right, let's get him off. Let's see. Let's use this. I got him. Add a little bit of glue. It's so little, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Where's my tweezers? I think it's stuck to my take your pick tool. All right, let's try this. Oh, I should have picked a different project for doing live. That was a mess. I'm just kidding. You know, I'm glad that happened because you would lose it too, and it's so tiny that you just need to remember when you're using this die, you need to find the dot. Find the dot. Okay. Girl, don't sweat the small stuff. At least we know you're just like us. Human. Absolutely 100% I'm human. Okay, let's bring our card back in. And on this one, I did pop it up with some dimensionals, just some regular ones. I just say using dimensionals gives things personality. Y'all are making me feel so good. I'm telling you, I was so nervous and I'm like, oh, I sure hope I don't do this or that. And I'm like, okay, so my dimensionals are a little bit too fat right there. So y'all are really making me feel good. Thank you so much. If we were on Facebook, I'd say give me some hearts or give me some love when I'm freaking out, but I don't think, you could give me thumbs up, I think. Yeah, you can do that on a live. All right, let's take off our backings. Mary, there we go. And then I have some more scraps. You can always use a rhinestone for that dot. Oh, brilliant, Paula. Absolutely. You could use a rhinestone, a pearl. Yeah, you could color a pearl with the, what is it, the bronze Stampin' blend. I bet it would look really close. All right, so now I have my stamps, and I just mounted them all on a block because they don't have to be straight or anything. I'm gonna ink it up with Night of Navy. Oh, look at the hearts I'm getting and the smiles. Thank you, guys. All right, so I just stamped all three, and now I'm just gonna cut them out with snips. I'm not shaking anymore. I wouldn't be able to do this, that's for sure. I loved going over and at least getting to see my grandson. It's just so precious. He's just 2 days old now, or 3 days, I guess, today. And I got to read him a book, and I was just so happy that at least I was the first one to read him a book. I've always been the first one to give a bath to a grandbaby, but they're gonna FaceTime me today so that if my daughter needs my advice, she can ask me. I said, you've bathed babies before, and she's like, not this little. All right, there's that one. And this. There we go. Why don't you use the adhesive sheets for the brat? I could have. I could have used the adhesive sheet for the Night of Navy. I certainly could have. Yep. I think I'm just, you know, when I design cards, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys, I like to just show you different things to kind of get your mind going. And you know what? I bet you make that card, this card, with the foam sheets. I bet you do. Because it is super pretty, and you get a lot. How many do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 sheets in this little pack, so you get a lot in there. Okay, where are we? Okay, we're going to, what did I do? Did I just throw those away? Okay, guys, what did I do with my, did I throw them away? Look at me tidying up after I sure did. Oh my gosh. Are we having fun yet? Oh, that's so funny. I'm so glad I did that. Okay, we got the Mary. Where's the and? I guess I thought I was throwing away dimensionals. There we go. Goodness gracious. Why didn't y'all tell me? Oh boy. Okay, more liquid glue. Thanks for this video. We'll catch the rest later. Okay, glad you popped in. Thanks for watching us. Oh my word. Cannot believe I did that. Okay, so we're going to, whoops. Yes, we were having fun. We are with our stamping friends, aren't we? All right, so Christmas is gonna go right here. And then Mary, I may never forget that one. Ellen says I'll probably use both. I get the liquid glue on everything, including myself. Let me talk to you about liquid glue when I finish this last one. I've got it on me too. And you know, we're in the groove, we're stamping. We don't have time. Lynn, thank you, I love you too. So it's not just me who does that. I mean, you know, this is challenging it's like walking and chewing gum at the same time, they say. You know, you're trying to do so many different things. I'm trying to read the chats, clean up my area, stamp. Okay, so I was gonna tell y'all, my fingers are sticky, tacky, and I just use a little bit of hand sanitizer, which we all have that these days. It takes the tacky out, and I can keep on working so that I'm off running to the bathroom to wash my hands. There you go. Okay, second card is done. Mary and Brat. Okay, so let's look at my other one. This was done with cinnamon cider, and then this was done with copper, my beautiful copper. So keep in mind, you could cut out your dies out of any of your layers to save paper, okay? All right, so that card is done. And now we have one more. This one, gold. I switched gears because I wanted to use up some of the other designer series papers in the Brightly Gleaming. Well, hello, Donna. Did you just join us? Well, thank you, Susie. I'm glad you liked that tip. Margaret says she's loving these cards. She can't wait for her set to come. Samantha says that she did not know she uses baby wipes. I'm telling you, hand sanitizer, because it dries quickly. My fingers are not sticky, tacky anymore. And yeah, it works. All right, so we have our layers again. I don't think we need to go through those. I think everybody has that. I'm gonna go ahead and add, oops, that's for my Facebook Live. I'm gonna go ahead and add my designer series paper while I have it here. Y'all are loving my tip with the hand sanitizer. I'm so glad. By the way, if you have not subscribed to my channel, why don't you do that now? And then that way you'll know the next time I go live or I post a video. I post videos twice a week now. Okay, so here we go again. We're gonna cut our center. We're gonna cut the piece out of our gold foil. We're not gonna waste this stuff. We're also going to cut out piece, but I'm going to emboss it. And I really struggled. Do I emboss it live? And y'all hear my embossing gun? Do y'all know how to emboss? What do? I decided to just go with it, and we're gonna emboss. There you go. Okay, let's see, how are we doing on time? We're doing good. Okay, so I have my Versamark, and I have my stamp, and I have my heat tool. And we're gonna be doing embossing twice. You see this? So the first thing I wanna do is grab my scrap of Very Vanilla. Actually, let's go ahead, since we have this here, I'm gonna do some stamping because I want to emboss my berries while I have the heat gun hot. And my leaves, oh, I didn't get those out. Okay, so Cindy says she loves to see all the steps. Let's see, where are my leaves? My holly and my berries. Can y'all hear my dog snoring? She is right below me and she is snoring. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't find my tiny block. Hold on. Oh goodness gracious. I have so many little blocks and they fall to the bottom. Okay, got one. You want to try to use a block that's as close to your stamp as you can get it. Then that way you don't have to worry about rocking it and all that. So Stampin' Up! Used to sell the embossed sheets, and we don't do that anymore, so I'm going to use a dryer sheet. When I'm showing you things on my videos, I don't want to show you something that you can't buy or get readily. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stamp right here and right here. And then I do need the rest of my leaves. Now on my video that I did, I showed all of this using the Stamparatus. So if you did not see that video, I did put the link in the description box below this one because I do love using the Stamparatus. However, I realized this morning I've got my laptop here so I can watch your comments. I've got stuff everywhere to make 3 cards. I just didn't have the room. So that's why I opted to do it this way. So I'm just going to grab some blocks. Susie, tell Alex that everything went perfect with starting. Like I said, guys, I had to call for help, make sure I was set up good to do YouTube Live. So Susie's daughter is brilliant, and she has been helping somebody else do it. So I'm like, okay, is this? Do I set anything else? So anyway, all right, so I'm just stamping my layers. So here's my card again, so you'll see what the heck I'm doing. And it really looks like a hot mess, but it does get pretty once we finish. Or Susie, is Alex watching me live, or is she with you? If so, hello, Alex. Okay. All right, so now we want to make sure that that is good and dry because I'm going to be pouring gold embossing powder. And our ink does stay wet just a little bit, so you really want to make sure it's dry. You know, when I had the embossing buddy, I would always just rub it across. I don't know. I'm not seeing any ink, but you really, I'm just chatting to make sure that's dry. Okay. Dryer sheet, do you have to replace it every time? No, Samantha, I use them. You know, I'll use it for a while. I think I judge it by when I can't smell the fragrance anymore. I don't know. I mean, you know, when you take them out of the dryer, they're pretty used, and mine doesn't look like that yet. So there you go. Okay, Maria says she loves the card. She'll watch the replay. And Cindy says she loves to see all the steps. Okay. Okay, Cindy, yep, you need to get some hand sanitizer. All right, I think I have chit-chatted long enough. I just want to make sure. Oh, Susie says she's just waking up. I told her I was going to call her this morning. Okay, I need to get my scrap of Very Vanilla. And I want to stamp, whoops, we're going to use the dryer sheet. Okay, you're glad that I'm showing the embossing step. Okay, I'm glad. I hesitated. I was like, do I do this ahead of time? What do I do? All right, so we've stamped our piece. And I'm gonna just cover that up. I always like to just close up my Versamark because that ink is so sticky, and when you pour embossing powder, it's almost like it attaches to it. I don't know, it's like a magnet. All right, so we've got that, and I need some room here. Okay, so I'm gonna set that right there. And then I'm gonna stamp my berries. Remember our little berries? right, so I'm gonna rub this on here. You wanna take the static out of the cardstock. That's why you need something to help you with that. Now, years ago, when we first started embossing, okay, I've been doing this for 23 years. I have been teaching and sharing what I love as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 23 years. We did not have a heat gun. We used to emboss over the stove. Isn't that the most scariest thing you've ever heard of? Or we would use an iron. We would hold an iron upside down and wave our paper over it. What a nut. So now I'm gonna pour my embossing powder on my berries. And then we're gonna set this aside. And close this up. So I was gonna tell you, we used to put cornstarch in a sock and do that. That works. Cornstarch or baby powder, but I don't know. You hear so many things about baby powder, you don't want to do it. All right, so now I'm gonna heat set, and I apologize, I can't fast forward, we're live. Okay, you just want to make sure that the powder is completely melted. Put that there. Bring our die cutting machine back in. You know, Stampin' Up! Also has a special going on. If you become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can get this in your starter kit. It's $120. You can shop for up to $125 and you get this and some adhesive or some jewels or something. So Felicia says she loves the magic every time. Felicia, you're so right. It's just like, it's total elegance and it just is, I just love it. I just love it. Diane says, love being in the midst of all nice ladies and learning from everyone makes my day. I'm so glad. So you guys like this? You like being able to chat back and forth and watch me, watch me throw away things. All right, so I need to, let's see, I'm trying to get this, put this here. And again, because I don't have a magnetic sheet, I have my old one, but again, when the new one arrives, then I'll just use that. And I'm gonna go ahead and add another piece of washi tape. Cindy says she loves watching the embossing magic. I'm so, you know, it really is magic. And we've been doing embossing for years, but I'm so glad we have a heat tool now. So yeah, I was saying you could add this little machine, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, to your starter kit. And you know, 95% of the people on my team, they don't do this. They do not do what I'm doing live. They do not do newsletters. They just enjoy the benefits of the discount. You get 20% off every time you place an order through yourself. All right, we have peace. Oh yeah, I still need the die cutting machine. Silly me. I just thought I was done. I might have to take a sip of my beverage. Cindy says she loves watching lives because I live alone. Okay, being widowed almost 4 years ago. You're all company for me. That's so sweet, and I'm so glad you said that. Well, hello, Alana. I'm so happy that I can share my craftiness. If you just joined, you need to go back and watch the beginning, because I was a hot mess. I made a few mistakes, like I threw away something I needed. All right, ladies, there it is. So again, I don't want to mar my gold foil, and so I'm gonna place my Whisper White over that, and I just stick these pieces of washi tape here and use them again. They can be reused several times. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out from the center, so I'm saving that paper, and I forgot my shelf paper, so this may wiggle around a little bit. I am getting my workout, Samantha, you're right. And again, I said this is a class. I have to do it right along, because if somebody is doing the same thing I'm doing, I wanna be at the same pace. So this is not like a video where I could have just done it ahead of time, but boy, Beverly says she loves to chat. Okay. All right, so now we are ready to finish up our card. Okay, let's don't make the same mistake we did a while ago. We're gonna pull in the silicone mat, and actually this one has seen a lot of love today. We're gonna grab another one. Okay, so I have a question for y'all. Are any of you watching me on your TV? Oh my gosh, somebody told me that the other day, and I was like, oh, that's big. I told my husband last night, I said, I want to watch myself on TV to see how I look on the YouTube channel. Okay, Samantha says, love that. Didn't know that it would mar. Yeah, it does. And it's from the plates. Like mine are fairly new. This set is. But all of this kind of stuff will mar the foils. Doesn't do that with the cardstock, but it does it with the foils. Well, hello, Linda from Southern Oregon. If you are just joining me, I went live at noon Central, and no, I'm sorry, 10 Central. Oof. I'm going live on Facebook at noon Central, and I am sharing 3 cards. So I would love for you to go back and watch the replay and make the same cards. I give you the measurements. However, I did give you extra measurements because I was making 3 cards, so I had in my head 3 of these, 3 of these. But if you cut for 3 cards, you're gonna have some extra pieces. Although I think in the read more button below this video, I did update those measurements that you needed one of these, things like that. Beverly says, yes, watching on the TV and chatting on my tablet. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Paula is watching me on Alexa. Okay. I love watching you on TV. Oh, thank you, Diane. I was like, oh, they're watching me on TV. Oh, goodness. Okay. Bringing this back in. How do we want to pop this up? I'm not going to pull out the die cutting machine again. I'm just going to use some dimensionals. It's easier for you to see me. Okay, Alana, I get that. And actually, I just want some bits. So you all know that you can snip these dimensionals, or I could go get my mini dimensionals. However, I moved in June, and I don't know where they're at. I'm like, okay, I had several packs. What did I do with them? But moving, I moved from Arizona to Texas, and moving is awful, especially during a pandemic. And I'm like, I just don't know where those mini dimensionals are, but I'm gonna find them, or I'll just have to order some more. By the way, how long have y'all been using Stampin' Up! Products? I've been using them for 23 years. Lynn says, I notice you're using more liquid glue these days. Do you prefer that now over the new tape runners? I was waiting for someone to ask me that question. I can use this just fine until I go to make a video, and I certainly wasn't going to do it live. The adhesive is so strong, and I love that, but I don't know. I don't know if it's how I'm holding it. I just need to practice more, but I don't use it live. You're right. I've been waiting for somebody to ask. You caught me. Oh, goodness. I don't know. I think because I've used snail for so many years that I try to use that the same way, and it's just not quite the same. You're a new crafter from Suffolk, England. Well, hello, Janet. I'm so glad that you enjoy my projects. All right, let's make sure our card opens the right way, because you know I'm live and I would make... Did I do the wrong one? I sure did. I was supposed to use the bigger one. Well, we're gonna get out the die cutting machine one more time and fix this mess. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's hysterical. That's too funny. I don't know, should I ever do another live like this, guys? Holy moly. I can't believe I did that. Okay, let's get the right one this time. I am double checking. Y'all see me? Okay. My daughter and I are having the same problem. We thought it was us. No, Lynn, I don't know. I promise I will keep trying, and then I'll just do a video on how to do it, because I know I'm not the only one that struggles, and you're not the only one. All right, so I'm just going to cut off, because I don't want to mess up my whole paper here. And I am going to get another piece of Whisper White so that I don't mar my foil. Okay, so lives are fun. I love that you're human. Yes, this is fun. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, at least y'all have helped me not feel so nervous, and that you are so good about my errors and my mistakes. Janet says, yes, you're brilliant. Please do more. First time catching you live, and you're great. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy, this is the first live class I have done. But I had so many. I have a newsletter, guys, and if you're not on my newsletter list, you can find out how to sign up for it in the Read More button below the video. And I have so many people who do find me on YouTube, and they request that I do more lives and stuff on YouTube. I do something called mystery stamping, and if you have never done mystery stamping, you need to do it. Okay, let's see. I had trouble with the seal twisting, and after about the third one, I called Stampin' Up, and they sent me a replacement. Stampin' Up is amazing about sending you replacements for your adhesives or anything, so never hesitate to contact them. And they won't know if there's a problem if we don't contact them. Okay, let's see. Paula says, please do. It's okay, Sharon. It lets us know we all make the same kind of mistakes. I do it all the time. Okay. Doing things in the proper order. There you go, Renee. I'm telling you. Oh, all right. Let's finish up this card. I have to do this again in an hour on Facebook. Let's see how I do by then. So Paula says mystery stamping is awesome. So Paula, mystery stamping, I send, I'm telling you, you know what I do. I send it in my email on the day before I do a mystery stamping. I send you an email and I tell you to have a list of supplies cut and ready. And then I give you clues. Oh, Ellen says she loves mystery stamping. Mary loves mystery stamping. Alex loves it too. Alex, how am I doing, girlfriend? This worked really well. Thank you for your help. other than my mistakes along the way, but that's okay. They are loving me anyway, and I really appreciate that. Anyway, so mystery stamping, we do it live. I am not stamping with you. I might give you some clues, but I am not stamping with you. I give you clues for you to make your card. All right, let's try this again. Yes, I could use the foam sheets, but we have worn out, our little die machine is tired. It told me, leave me alone. Anyway, so mystery stamping, your card is gonna look totally different than anyone else's because you don't know what stamp set we're using or I used on my card. You don't know what inks and papers, nobody knows. I just give you very generic list. There we go. That looks way better than the other one. Thank you, Alex. Now I want, where is it? Oh, there it is. And then in the end, now on Facebook, I have my stampers load their, let's see, I want on Earth. There we go. I have them upload their picture so that we can all ooh and ah. I can't do that on YouTube, but it is super fun, and I hope y'all will join me because I'm going to do it on YouTube. All right, peace on earth. Phew, ladies, we did it. Geraldine says, I'm enjoying this so much. You're doing great, and I'm learning a lot. Ellen says, my first time of mystery stamping was during your Creative 8 retreat. It was awesome. Michelle says, mystery stamping is the best way to start the week. Michelle joins me every Monday, and we do mystery stamping together on my Facebook page. Here are all my cards, and I'm going to tidy up my hands a bit. So yeah, the Creative 8 retreat, we're doing another one of those in October. If you have not heard about it, you want to know about it, you can contact me in the read more button, click that read more button below the video. So let's pull in really quick. Let's move that out of the way. So look at the difference in my cards. Look at what a difference it made just changing the paper, the inks, the colors. Geraldine says, being able to chat lets us find out that others are in similar life situations and I don't feel so alone. I'm so glad. You know, right now, this is a hard time. We are alone. And this is all we've got, or a Zoom, or me staying 6 feet away from my grandbaby and at least being able to see him. We just have to do the best we can. And I promise you, I will do lives a lot. I will come on YouTube. I will do mystery stamping. I will pick a date. If you want to participate in anything future that I'm doing live, I encourage you to join my newsletter list because that is the best way for you to see everything. Y'all are loving the cards. Creative 8 retreats are so fun, says Lisa. They are so fun. Susan says, love this class, thank you, and love mystery stamping. See you Monday. Yeah, I'll be doing it Monday on Facebook. Cindy says, my cards are beautiful. Thanks very much for sharing with all of us. And the giggles, laughter is good medicine. Katie says, awesome video. Jennifer Miller says, hello from California, late. We'll have to watch the replay. I've never done mystery stamping. We'll have to try it. Okay, I need to, yes, Pamela, laughing is a good medicine. I need to pick a date for mystery. We call my mystery stamping Mystery Monday on Facebook. And at first I thought, I don't know if I could do two mystery stampings, but today I'm doing 2 classes, so why can't I do a Mystery Monday? I will pick a time that I can do Mystery Monday on YouTube, but you gotta be able to have the list of supplies, and it's not just, I'm just gonna watch. You have to make the card along with us. Otherwise, it's very boring. If you're not trying to stamp, because otherwise you see a white piece of paper with the clue on it, and that's it, because I'm not stamping. I do give some tips if it's like a fun fold or something like that, but I don't stamp. So if you don't have your supplies ready ahead of time and stamp along with me, it'll be boring. It'll be very boring. All right, guys, thank you so much for your support today for my first live class. I don't know. I need to figure out, do I do another one in like 2 weeks? I don't know. I will give it a lot of thought, and just stay tuned for my next online live class because it's gonna come. I enjoyed reading your comments. I was obviously touched that this is helping those who feel so alone. And I really appreciate your support through all my boo-boos. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and thank you again. Give me a thumbs up or keep chatting after the video. Comment below. YouTube loves for chatter, but once the live is over, the chatter goes away. All the chats. I mean, I can't even see. Oh, Alex, can you see how many you're watching? I know how many you're watching, but I don't know how many chats there's been. I don't know if I can tell. But all the thumbs up, all the comments, all the subscribing, all the comments after the video helps my channel. And for that, I'm grateful. So thank you, guys.